ब्रह्म मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्गात्रं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। जन्मलीन है चैत्र नवमी। आज सिया जी कहावनी वसुदायनन भया सुख बर पावनी। एको सिया की जान मांगे अब सिया जी कहावनी। श्री राम जन्मा जान मांगे अब पीला की धरनी। ए झागिन की जान मांगे नाग से कतौनी। ए गुरु वशिष्ठ जान मांगे पीला की धरनी। श्री राम खनित बसेगा सूरसती हृदय बसे महेश। भूल यच परगास करो कि गौरी पुत्र गणेश। आज गणपति हे आनंद करियाए हे आनंद
Principal Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. Everyone, Sitaram. Let's all stand as we do invocation and arati. As we all get set for arati, as the shrotas get their tallies, let's switch off the phones, cover our hair, and assume the posture, the position of prayer. Please clasp your hands. Tonight, as we come to pray, to listen to the discourse of Mother, to sing wonderful songs, the first thing, dear Lord, thank you for allowing me to be here. So much of traffic, so much of chaos on the roads this evening. Something could have prevented me from being here tonight. I thank you for this opportunity. And as we all clasp our hands, as we get set to welcome her, let's pray together. Ajam cha varti sanyuktam grahina yojitam mayam Deepam grihana devesham Trailokya timidapaham.
Jai Ambe Gauri Maiya, Jai Shama Gauri, Jai Ambe Gauri Maiya, Jai Shama Gauri. तुमको निश दिन ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिवजी, तुमको निश दिन ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिवजी. जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय श्यामा गौरी, जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय श्यामा गौरी. मांग सिंदूर विराजत थी को मृग मद को, मांग सिंदूर विराजत थी को मृग मद को. उज्ज्वल से नैना चंद्रवदनी को. ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय श्यामा गौरी, जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय श्यामा गौरी. कनक समान कलेवर रतांबर राजे, कनक समान कलेवर रतांबर राजे. रक्त पुष्प माला कंदन बरसाजे. ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय श्यामा गौरी. ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय श्यामा गौरी. हरि वाहन राजत साधक बड़धारी, हे हरि वाहन राजत साधक बड़धारी. सुर नर मुनि जन सेवत जिनके दुख हारी. ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय श्यामा गौरी. ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय श्यामा गौरी. कानन कुंडल शोभत नासाग्रे मोती, कानन कुंडल शोभित नासाग्रे मोती. कोटि चंद्र दीवाकर राजत समज्योति. ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय श्यामा गौरी. ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय श्यामा गौरी. शुंभ निशुंभ विधारी महिषासुर गाती, शुंभ निशुंभ विधारी महिषासुर गाती. धूम्र विलोचन नैना मणि रुद्राणी तुम कमला रानी आगमनी गमभानी तुम शिव पतरानी ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी तुमको निषद न जावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी तुमको निषद न जावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी दुर्गे दुर्गे
Everybody.
दुर्गे जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ करुणा सागर माँ काली कपालिनी माँ जगदोधारिणी माँ अम्बे जय जय माँ अम्बे जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ
As we pray together now, think of Ganesh Baba. Ganapati Baba, by your grace tonight, we get to listen to the discourse of your mom. We listen to your mother. May you help me to remember something, Ganesh Baba. Help me to remember what I'm about to hear. Bless me to be able to share this knowledge with somebody. For all those people looking on in their homes, in their TV, bless us. Bless our homes. Bless our families. Tonight, let's pray to Ganesh Baba together. Om Gajananam
भूतगणानि सेवितं
Kapet Jumbo
परचारभक्षितं
Umasutam Sho
कविनाशकारकं
Namami Vigneshwara
पारपङ्कजम्
Om Sarvamangalamangale
शिवे सर्वार्थसारिणे
Sharanye
त्र्यम्बिके गौरी
Narayani
नमोस्तुते
Om Gurur Brahma
गुरुर्विष्णु
Gurur Devo
महेश्वरा
Gurur Sakshat
परं ब्रह्मा
Tasmai
श्री गुरुवे नमः
Om Namah Shivaya. Everybody.
ॐ नमः शिवाय
Om Namah
Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
One last time. Om Namah Shivaya. Everybody.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Prem se bolo Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki. Again, if anybody came in after we started, Jai Sitaram, and welcome to our second to last night. Finish already. Eh? Last night we did a little discourse on Kali Mata or Kalika Mata, emphasizing on her offerings. We did do some truths. We did do some revelation in terms of why we do some of the things you hear about. And then, why are we supposed to transition in prayer? Go from Tamasic type offering to Sattvic offering. In last night's discourse, I made mention of something called the Matrika, and I did mention a Devi by the name of Shasti Devi. And when I came off here, someone said, Babs, that Shasti puja that you mentioned, we need more information about that. We need to know what we're supposed to do and how it is to be done. What is this Chattis thing? What is this about? If this information could be disseminated from the Vyasasana, many people would benefit. Many people would be able to understand what are we supposed to do in our homes. And we don't want the nutshell story. We want full information. Thank you. So tonight, this is our discourse. We are going to spend tonight dealing with Shasti, the history, who she is, and what do we offer her? What's her prayer? What's her benefit? And in doing this discourse tonight, we'll be praying for our young children as we explain who she is and where did she come from and all that. It will also illustrate a form of Devi Durga that we know very little about. When you hear the position she has, it'll be a big explanation being revealed to you here of who is her husband, what is her position in terms of the Hindu pantheon of devatas. So tonight, as we get together now, and we are about to listen to this discourse, I want to thank Uncle for singing those wonderful bhajan. It was nice. Tonight I have my niece and my nephew with me, front and center. Very happy to have them with me tonight. Everybody, let's please clasp your hands now as we do Sumiran before we do our discourse. Before we sing, before we chant, before we go forward. Collectively, we're going to ask Ganesh Baba and Devi Ma for their blessing, their permission to do this discourse. Gauri Shambhu Gira Guru Govinda Ganapati Gang Sumire Vyasa Bhasha Karta Devi Katha Prasang Jasudeha Mati Mati Vishaya Sthiti Tajo Jagamar Mati Nale Gat Jahi Rupako Mati Prirak Dhyan Gauri Shambhu. Straight, normal. Gauri Shambhu Gira Guru Govinda Ganapati Gang Sumire Vyasa Shtash Karta Devi Katha Prasang Sakala Nigama Ut Sanmani Kriya
का जगवान, मातु भवानी के चरण नमो नमः सुखकान। करुणा चंद्र क्षीरधया माया कर अनुस्पाश, मंद हस्य युक्त भक्त के कथा सवा दुख त्रास। श्री शंकराचार्य आरु माता पीतनाया, देवी भागवत ग्रंथ के भाषा लिखत बनाया। गौरी शंभु गिरा गुरु गोविंद गणपति गंग, सुमिरे व्यास भाष करता देवी कथा प्रसंग। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्ति रूपेण संस्थिता, नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संस्थिता, नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः।
Together, everybody.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु
Shanti.
शांति रूपेण संस्थिता, नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः।
प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति माता की जय। Let's do one easy chant before we go into our discourse and sing the praises of Mother. But no drum now, just chorus and just everybody. This is an easy chant that I remember from when I was younger. Do you remember Pandit Balram Prasad? I remember growing up, Pandit Balram Prasad singing this song. And years later, when I became a university student, he is the guru of the Hindu society at UWI. And this man, he never aged. His voice remained as powerful as ever. And I always loved how he sang this song. So everybody, it's an easy, easy song. Jai Jai Devi, Saraswati Devi, Aakahi Charano mein namami.
जय जय देवी सरस्वती देवी।
Help me now. This is my sister, everybody. She just remember all this song. I just forget everything.
जय जय देवी
You see what I'm saying?
सरस्वती देवी, जय जय देवी सरस्वती देवी, आकही चरणों में नमामि। जय जय
Together, everybody, let's sing together.
देवी सरस्वती देवी, जय जय देवी सरस्वती देवी, आकही चरणों में नमामि। आकही दुर्गा, आकही गंगा, आकही दुर्गा, आकही गंगा, आकही गायत्री, आकही सावित्री, आकही गायत्री, आकही सावित्री, आकही शीतला, आकही षष्ठी, आकही शीतला, आकही षष्ठी, चरणों में नमामि।
Everybody. Jai Jai Devi
सरस्वती देवी, जय जय देवी सरस्वती देवी, आकहि चरणों में मैं नमामि.
Sing this little piece with me. Aakhi Durga, Aakhi Ganga. Together.
आकहि दुर्गा,
Aakhi Ganga, Aakhi Gayatri, Aakhi Savitri,
आकहि गायत्री, आकहि सावित्री,
Aakhi Shitala, Aakhi Shasti,
आकहि शीतला, आकहि षष्ठी, आकहि चरणों में मैं नमामि.
Say it again. Aakhi charanon mein.
मैं नमामि.
प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति माता की जय. That is singing. That is what we're supposed to do. Eh? When you come prayers, you get a chance to sing. And tonight, Mother, I get to sing for you. Aakhi Durga, your name is Durga. Aakhi Ganga, Aakhi Shasti, Aakhi Savitri, all these different names are yours. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Tonight, Nard Muni is asking Lord Vishnu in a very late section of Devi Bhagavad about the various forms of mother. And at this time, he wants to know about the form that looks after children. I've heard that people do puja for various forms. Go ahead. I've heard that people do puja for various forms, Sri Hari Vishnu. But there's one for children. I know there's a form called Mangala Chandi or Mangala Gauri Puja, where the girl fast and do puja when the wedding date is set until the wedding day comes. I know there is a form called Manas Devi, where Manas Puja is being done, or mental prayer, for those people that are sickly. I understand the logic that if the day my hands and feet no longer work, Mother, please bless my mind so that I will be able to see you in my mind and do your worship then and there. But I don't understand much about this form that people do worship for when they have children or they would like to have children. Could you please expound this secret for us a little bit? Could you go into this discourse, please? Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. This is where we begin tonight, everybody. Let's all join together as we listen to what Lord Vishnu is about to talk about. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Shashtam ye prakriti chasa Shasti prakriti tatha Bhalna ye madha ye Vishnu Maya cha bhaladaye tam. Everybody.
Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Matrika kasumyecha vaishat devasena vidhichaye pranadi priyatheyatam svaya bharaye subrat.
Narayanaya Krishnaya
ब्रह्माज्ञानायेन तं कृतदारो भवये सुचित्रकृतधर्ष्यातं लभायते नित्यये मुनियो नारायणाय Together everybody
कृष्णाय परमात्माय नमो नमः नारायणाय कृष्णाय परमात्माय नमो
नमः प्रेम से बोलो श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय. He says, O Nard, the Devi that we are referring to, her name is Shasti. She is the sixth part of Devi, Durga. This divine entity called Shasti Devi is the presiding form, presiding Shakti that reigns over infants and young children. Mother is a form of Maya that comes from the body of Mahavishnu. And what does she do? She is the one that gives to a person children. She is the sixth form of the Sodhas Matrika, or the 16 Matrika we talked about last night for those of you that were here. She is known by the name also as Devsena. And when people perform her vrat, the wife of Skand, who is Skand? Skand is another name for the brother of Ganesh, Kartiki. Shasti is his wife. She is the daughter-in-law of Lord Shiva, and her job is to protect the children. But because her husband is the general, he is the one who stands firm when the devatas go to war. That is the position Kartik has. She stands there. Devsena means she's the female general. When it is time to fight, she's there as well. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki jai. O Narad, she is the one that decides the longevity, the lifespan of children, and is always engaged in the preservation of children. And so this Yogni keeps children on her side. The intelligent person keeps their children close to this form in worship so that she will always be there. O son, I will now speak to you about her history, about her method of worship. How do you pray to this form? So much so that even if a person does not have children, a person is having problems for children, or a person is having problems to get married, by listening to this discourse, by practicing what it is entailed and listed here, a person will be able to overcome such problems. He says, please listen, that the Katha of Shasti began with a man by the name of Priyavrata. Priyavrata, by his name, he loves to fast. Priya, dear, Vrat, meaning austerities. He loves to do these things. He was a great yogi, and he was not inclined in any way to get married. But when, as time is passing, his father decides it is time for him, because of the propagation of family, they want a son. The father says it is time for you to get married. And as time is passing, I have not seen the face of my grandson. Therefore, if you love me, O son, for my upliftment, I would like to have a grandson. Prem se bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. For people who don't understand this part, do you know where we get blessing as grandparents? when the child is born? Does anybody know that? You see, when you get to see their eyes the first time, that is where it is said the grandparent, amongst other people, seeing the face of this next generation, seeing the eyes when your eyes make four, the continuity, the next generation that will do good bidding. Not only male, too often we stress male, but female as well. These two individuals, let's say boy or girl, that will enter into life doing prayer, puja, carrying forward family practice, making good choices that will uplift parents. How does a child uplift parents? They are an entity. They are a person that will engage the good, the bad, and the ugly of this life and will strive to do right things at a minimum. They will make good choices. They will do charity. They will work and be honest in their job, practice integrity. And by doing that alone, living a good life, righteous life, straightforward life, that would bring upliftment to parents and more so grandparents. So he's saying to his son, I am not getting to see the eyes of my grandchildren. And you are robbing me, O son, of this opportunity to get this blessing. Please do not delay further. Let us go and speak to your guru, Keshava Muni. Keshava Muni is that mind-born son of Brahma. One of his children is Surya Narayan Swami. And he says, that is your guru. And if he should perform after you accept a wife, Putra Shri Yagna, or that type of Yagna where people can get children, whether they want son or daughter, then you're going to have auspicious children. The son, being a devoted son, he says, okay, I'm going to get married if this is your request. And not too long after, he gets married. Let's hear what happens in this verse. Let's join together, everybody, as we do these few chants. Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
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 Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Sama Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Bhuktva ye charu ye tam tasya sadho garbhate durate chas devi devam dvijata ye saram yate jaya bole baba tab sharanam
Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
jaya bole baba tab sharanam
Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
jaya samba sada shiva tab
Jaya
sharanam
Sama Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
पुत्र श्री ज्ञाने तम्य चापी चारु ये संश कश्यप ये नाम मालिनी नाम तस्य कथम यातौ जय बोले बाबा तब शरणा
Jaya Bhole Baba
Everybody together.
Tab Sharanam.
जय भोले बाबा तब शरणम
Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
Jaya Sama Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
Jaya Sama Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम प्रेम से बोलो महापति महादेव की जय. So they get this girl fit in similar type family, Malini, and they marry her to the king. And Priyavrata and Malini lived together for quite some time. And when it was decided that the time is appropriate to conceive, they contact the Guruji and they did do put Shrishti Yagya. And from the offerings that were made into the fire, the remnants that is left there, they take that and they offer it, they give it to the queen. And the young girl does become pregnant. She conceives, and within her body, there's developing a life. And this life grows. And this life grows for a very long period of time. For 12 years, she's pregnant. And within her body, O Nard, there's developing a beautiful son, fitting because of the amount of prayer they did to get this child. And one day, she starts to get pain in her body. And she thinks to herself that finally, this child is coming and I'm going to get to see my baby. And when the delivery process was over, those female attendants around her, they cannot look her into her eyes. They cannot look to her. They cannot watch her in her face. They're ashamed. How do you tell a lady in that moment your child is dead? Many people say, we feel sorry for the lady. What about the person who has to tell that lady the situation? How does that person muster up the energy? The ladies announce that their queen, the son that you brought into this world, his skin is golden. His hair is rich, but his body is lifeless. Prem se bolo Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki jai. And when the king got the message, he goes to see, and he sees the two eyes turned upward. At this, all the females start to cry now. The mother of this child holds on to the body of this dead, beautiful son. And she pulls that corpse close to her chest. And she starts to wail. She starts to hit the ground. She starts to hit her belly. What's the first thing she did? She blamed herself. This is what my womb brought. What will my husband say? What will everyone say? Is this what I did? Is this all that my body could bring? And while she starts to talk and squeal in this manner, the only advice that was given to the king, we have to suppress her. We can't let her go like this. That son is going to get her mentally unstable. If we still move the body, or Rajan, if we move the body, maybe she would be able to calm down just a bit. The king was the only person who could go close to her. She did not want anyone to touch her baby. But this baby is not no small baby. Eh? It is said she couldn't hold this child. Remember, it's 12 years. She couldn't hold the child on her lap. And as she pulled him close, the father was the only one that came and says, let me help hold him too. And she looks as if she's full of confusion. Nard Muni looks to Lord Vishnu And he makes this statement, Prabhu, is this the story you have to tell me? I wanted to hear about Devi. I wanted to hear about the person that protects the children. But apparently nobody protected this child. How was this travesty? How was this allowed to happen? He says, Nard, please listen. The story isn't finished yet. He says the father takes the child, and in a bewildered state, he wants to go and get rid of the body. The faster he gets rid of this body, maybe this pain might lift. This is what he is thinking about. In a very reactive, impulsive thought, he heads out of his home and he's heading to where they dispose of their dead. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. He says, as the father is leaving, all types of thought come into his mind. But this was a man, O Narad, this is where you separate the men from the boys. This was a man who was trained in the art of prayer. Not only how to repeat and rattle mantras, not only on how to sing in beautiful twang and tone, but to have that conversation with God, even in times of tests, even in times of moments of extreme pain, to still hold focus and pray to God. And even when he has the weight of this dead body in his hand, he started to talk to his universal mother. And he says, Ma, my mind cannot stabilize on any mantra right now. He says, Mother, I cannot chant any hymn for you right now. My body is without any melody. But I have my faith, my dry, juiceless, boring faith that is still holding me to you. Even now, where I am not a king anymore. Because with this occurrence, I have lost my crown. That heavy crown slips from my head. And all of my titles today, when I lost a child, for the parents sitting here tonight, you would understand this. No matter what title I have, today I am the loser. Mother, help me now. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. With this type of prayer, with this language and this current conversation, he is walking slowly. He doesn't talk to anybody. All his soldiers come and, King, can we help you? Maharaj, can we help you? He doesn't want no help. He doesn't want nobody to touch him. He doesn't want anybody to talk to him. Nobody knows how he's feeling. But he's talking to his mother. Let's hear what he's telling her and what happens. Together, everybody. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita
Namastasye, 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi
Everybody help me sing tonight.
Shakti Rupena Samsita.
Namastasye, Namastasye,
Namastasye, Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samskrita.
Tatvatham Sushobhyamanam Kante Khasyam Kantyasi Suvrataye Kasya Kanyata Vardo Vaham Dhanyati.
Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samskrita. Namastasye,
he's walking, and as he's talking, and as he's praying, you know, sometimes you get so despondent that you don't think about what's going on around you. Here he is in your mind. Imagine somebody's walking down the middle of the road, and he's holding his body in his hands, and he's going. Everybody's behind, keeping a safe distance. And as he was going and he was talking to Mother, from the sky comes a beautiful young girl. Imagine a teenager into a young woman, and with a very serene, peaceful smile on her face. She comes lower and lower, and she stands in front of him, glowing as the summer's sun, written here. The king in that moment, realizing it was some form of divinity, says, Devi, whose wife are you? Devi, whose daughter are you? What is your name? I bow to you today, but today I am the worst sinner. I am a sinful person. I am a pauper. I have nothing to give you. Everything I had in this world, I just lost it. Who are you? What is your name? Please tell me. Mother smiles, and she replies to him, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu
Shasti Rupena Samsita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu
Look at everybody.
Shasti Rupena Samsita
Brahmano Manasi Kanya Devasena Hansri Shri Shrishti Mammanasa Data Dado Skandya Ye Bhumi
Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita
Namastasye Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita.
She says, my name is Dev Sena. I am the wife of Skand or Kartikeya. I am Shasti. I am the form that takes care of children like this. Priyavrata is still looking at her as if to say, so what? What can you do for me? What is the point of this? My child is already dead. He says, Mother, what is your ability? Mother, what can you do for me today? She says, son, I give sons to those people that have no sons. I give daughters to those people that grieve for daughters. I even give people a spouse that are praying for a spouse. Wealth to the poor and to those people that do not have job, in particular job. The person that is grieving for work to maintain his or her family. I give that person work. This is the type of blessing. This is the job that I have. This is what I have been earmarked to do. Please listen, O Priyavrata. All this that is happening to you, what is causing it? Please listen. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu
Shakti Rupena Samsita
Namastasye Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita
Sanka Dukha Maye Shoko Shrishti Mangalaye Mevasha Srapye Tam Vipraye Karmo Bhavati Karmane Yatam
Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita
Namastasye Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti
कर्मा ब्राह्मण ये ब्रह्मपुत्र ये व्यासीहीन ये स्वकर्म कर्माणामृत ये पुत्रस्य कर्मा चैत्र जीवन मोक्षो
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता।
प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति माता की जय. He says, O Rajan, happiness, pain, fear, sorrow, joy, all these things, the dualities of life, are afforded to a person or robbed of a person based on the karma that they perform. As a result of one's karma, people have many children. They can have sons, they can have daughters, depending on what they have earned in their previous births. Due to one's karma, a person would not have one child. Due to one's karma, a person will have, issue or children that are coming into this world dead. People that deliver children like this. And as a result of one's karma, O great king, a person will have children that will live long and very happy lives. A person enjoys the fruit of their karma. And they may have qualifications, they may have deformity, they may have a wife, they may be robbed of a wife or a husband. They may be beautiful, they may be religiously inclined, they may be disease-ridden. All of these things are their karma. How does a person overcome the curse of their karma? How can a person be cured of the effects of their karma? And she says, O Rajan, when a person does praschit karma. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki jai. What is praschit karma? We use the term karma very loosely. And there are different types of karma that exist. Praschit karma is that type of action that is done to relieve us of our previous karma, from our previous karma, so that a person is freed from the punishment they may be currently experiencing. Do you know about this? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The simplest form, you do it by yourself. Do you pray in your home? That is a form of praschit karma. Let's use an example. I have $5 in my pocket. Let's assume everybody here has $5 in their pocket. At some point, a light bill will come for $3,000. But you only have $5 in your pocket. And you will see yourself talk to God. Dear Lord, I have $5 in my pocket, but my bills are coming. Help me. Dear Lord, I have diabetes today, and the doctor says it is time to cut off the foot. It is time to start dialysis. Dear Lord, I am afraid. Help me today. These things are very practical. A child will say, I have an exam coming in January. Let's be quite honest, I didn't study hard enough. But help me today. What you're saying in actuality is, dear Lord, I am supposed to lose my foot due to sugar. I only have $5 because that is my karma. That is where you have provided this for me. I'm supposed to fail that exam. But dear Lord, by your power, change my karma, change my fate. I would like to have better. I would like to have something else. This is what we do when we pray. If I had to make an example for everybody, children included, to understand. If everything, as some people tend to say, every time something is going wrong in the house, every time something is going wrong in the marriage or the relationship, and you speak to some people, I have a good friend, he loves to hit me the line, well, where you go do, boy, that is my karma. Where you go do, that is my karma. And somebody might be tempted to say, well, as Hindus, we look at the Patra and we look at the Antardasa and the Mahadasa and all these different things to say that in my Patra, in my destiny, in my future, this has to happen. But if it was so written, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you a question tonight. If it was written that you were supposed to undergo certain problems, certain difficulty, etc., why do you pray? What are you praying for? Then what is the need to do puja? If everything about me is predestined, pre-written, inscribed in stone, not subject to change, why do you pray? Why do we do charity? Why do we do worship? Why do we do seva or volunteer to help people? Service unto man is service unto God. Why do we have these things? Because praschit karma is that action that when you are receiving the punishment in this life, when things start to happen in a negative way, a person can change their fate. So, in many pundits will say it, so great is the human birth that it is the only form consciously that you can plan, you can prepare for your upcoming death, your next life based on your activity. You can do things to help yourself and change the course of your destiny. A person can be so vigilant that they can say, you know what? I realize I'm going wrong. I want to change. We spoke about that on the second night, where Lord Krishna says, even if the worst sinner makes a turn for the right, and he says, you know what, I want to change my life. I want to give up the marijuana. I want to give up the domestic violence. I want to stop hitting this girl. I want to change. I want to be there for my children. I want to change. Consider that person a saint. Because when they make their mind up to do the right, they can do it. There is nothing stopping you but yourself. For this reason, we pray. For this reason, we encourage godly and goodly activity, godly and goodly company, godly and goodly conversation. What is satsang? Satsang is when people get together and sit down and talk about good and godly things. Not necessarily when you have a pundit singing. That's something else. A person, in the truest sense, is the maker and shaper of their destiny. You know what Garud Puran will tell you, and Bhagavad Puran says the same? There's a chapter that speaks about, everybody says, I have wonderful family, wonderful relatives. Have you had relatives? You know how much people say there's relative until you're in trouble? Then you go see who's relative. In Hinduism, a relative is defined as a person that loves you so much that they'll do what they have to do to help you in this life and help you in the next life in the form of worship, prayers, charity, and what they're saying when they're giving the charity at a minimum. Today our uncle came to eat chana and aloo in the home, and dear Lord, I'm feeding my uncle chana and aloo, but I don't want the blessing of sharing food for this person. I'll do the work, but the person who has passed away, let them get the benefit. Let them get the blessing. I love him so much that if my father passed away, I love him so much. I want in his suitcase where we're packing for him to go when he's meeting God, I'm helping him pack as well. So that the day he goes and he's meeting with God, let there be more good deeds to help him along his way. Why? All the relatives we have, all the love they love, on the day when the body is burning, when the flames raise up, just as all the money will be squandered and leave the house, so too all the relatives turn back when that fire starts to blaze, regardless of who they are. But what goes into that fire with you? Your good and bad deeds, your karma, your record of good and bad. And it goes into the fire and it follows you in your next life. It is what dictates what happens to you. Didn't we talk about that last night? Didn't we say what causes a person to inherit different marks on their body? What causes a person to be blinded? What causes a person to not be able to speak or hear? Because remember, the saying says, God made each and every person in his likeness. So the question here in our discourse is, where was God when this child was being made? When parents today are bombarded, unprepared parents are bombarded with Down syndrome, with OCDC, and all these different complexes, so many, too many to name. You're struggling to be married. You're struggling to be a parent. There's no handbook for these things. The care for these children are so different. You can't even ask somebody else, what did you do when your child was doing this? And they have to go to special school, special treatment. And even in the school, there are differences between children. Where was God when these children were being made? And these children of God too? And Mother is answering this question now. That when people live and make mistakes, deformities, qualification, marriage, happiness, unhappiness, these things are produced by your karma. O Rajan, how does a person get cure of their karma? It is done via their prayers. Prem Bolo Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. The reason why I wanted to read this discourse is because this is the answer. We don't know how to pray for this particular problem. Whenever there's a child coming in a home, as I said, as I explained last night, some people were so confused that this is mother, and you will hear what's going to happen next. But understand, in some homes when they were doing worship, mother, please allow this child to form and born properly. Instead of doing sattvic offering, instead of doing godly prayers, they would take different types of animal cooked in curry. But do you understand what I just said? And put it on the pan leaf. God, you eat this. God, you eat that. And for this reason, tonight I wanted to explain this. This explanation that is about to come here also comes in the sections that show. Have you ever seen people rush to share water in a prayers? Have you ever heard people say, I want to give the water when the school have the bazaar? When people have urinary tract infection and their body is burning when they go to use the toilet, that is because of sin. This is just an example. And when people want to get away from that punishment, all you have to do is go and share, go and feed people water. And the reward of that type of positive action will be that you will be able to overcome this sickness that is plaguing your body. When you do good, That good will remove, it will counteract or break even the bad that we once did, and today we're getting punishment. So to overcome our karma, we engage in different type of activity, different type of gift giving, different type of seva that will bring about betterment in my life. Therefore, sometimes when you go to our prayers and our pujas and you hear somebody's, don't worry, I don't want payment today. I just want to be able to make the prasad. No, brother, don't worry. I don't want payment today. I want to be able to sweep out the yagyashala. Those people might be aware of what they are doing and the benefit it will bring to their lives. Likewise, the person who is able to fast, be able to do puja, these things yield a lot of benefit. And she says, one of the reasons why people are given a childbirth where their children are born without life, O king, is when they do not take hold of the opportunity to worship children. Let me just say that again. They do not take the opportunity to worship children. Have you ever seen people doing puja for little children? The innocence, the God inside of these children. And you might hear the father saying, well, yeah, the wife and the children could go and do that. Somebody else could go and do that. What you are doing, again, karma, you are robbing yourself of an opportunity. Why worship a God you cannot see, O king? And the innocence in that heart and mind of a child, you ignore that. Then, for this reason, when you want a child, you're going to be robbed of that too. Prem Subala Vindravan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. She takes the body into her lap and she's getting ready to ascend into heaven. The king, again, because of his training in prayers, he thinks quickly. And he says, Mother, if you are the one who takes care of children, then please forgive me if I have done wrong. Treshu lekashu tvai raja swaya bhuvana manusutaha mamaka pujan cha sarvetra karitam swaya kuru tat ye dashyami putrante Kulabhyadham manoharam suvratnam vinashyati gunavyatam sandapayetam jati sanyena jyoti narayana kalpayeyatam Narayanaya Krishnaya. Prem Subala Vindravan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. And he says the first verse as a mantra to her. And he calls her and he says, Ma, my father was a great devotee and I was trained by him. Mother, please allow me to worship you. Please allow me to do some seva for you. And please give me back my son. Mother, if it is within your ability, please give me back my son. Ma, from the genuine tears that are flowing from me and my beloved wife, please give me back my son. And it says that from the mercy that mother will show, not only this individual, but to any person that prays with genuine heart and good intention. She says, O king, your son is going to be known as Suvrat. You are Priyavrata, and your son is going to be known as Suvrat or true Vrat, the person who can do the proper prayer. the proper thinking whilst the puja is going on. For example, he will grow into being a well-versed, well-qualified literary, and he will help many people in his leadership. If you propagate my worship in this form, you will truly be happy with this child. Let's hear what happens in the next sloka. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita Namastasye Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita
Agamye Mahamayatam Swaggriham Shrishtamanasya Agyat Kathayam Ye Vritham Putra Yena Kathyate
Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita
Namastasye Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita.
Mother played with the hair of the baby, and as she caressed that head, from her divine touch, life, the chest started to breathe, it started to lift up and down, and those eyes came down from up into the head. It came, and this child saw mother holding him, and he got up and he bowed to her. And she says, "O king, blessed is the person that will hear your story, that they may be saved from this hurtful moment. That the person who listens to your discourse, the person is never going to entertain pain as having a stillbirth. May you spend your life, O king, teaching others about my worship and the benefit a person can have by doing Shrishti Puja or my puja." The king laid his body flat on the ground and stretched out his hands to her. And in this total surrender posture, he told her that, "Mother, I will make it my life's duty to save parents, to save young and upcoming parents from this pain that I now had. I cannot wait to go and show my better half what you have given to us, O Devi. But I make that promise that we will propagate your mantra, your prayer, your offering, and your puja." O Nard, please listen. As mother started to go upward, please listen how Priyavrata started to teach people how to do Shasti Puja. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu
Shakti Rupena Samsrita
Namastasye Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita
Devi cha pujam yate brahmanobhyo dhanyadhau rajascha prithimatteshu shalka shrishti ye manurad.
Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita
Namastasye Namastasye Everybody.
Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita
Namastasye Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita
सृष्टि दिव्य चयेतम फलनीकरणाय मानस सर्वात फलनायेतम सुतली सागरे सृष्टम
या देवी
Everybody.
सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्ते 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता।
प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति माता की जय. He says, O Nard, please listen, that when it is time to do Shasti Puja, it is done on the 6th day in every fortnight. Some will do it only in the bright half, but there's 2 Shasti in 1 month. Bright half, dark half. And the 6th day after the moon change, if you look at your Hindu calendar or the Patra, and you can get these dates from your Baba well in advance. Normally what I would do, I would just tell everybody this day in January, this day in latter January, this day in February, this day in latter February, etc. from a practical perspective. The 6th day in the bright and the dark fortnight in every month, great offerings are made to Shasti Devi. Shasti Devi is worshipped at different times when different ceremonies are going on. When the various sanskars are being done, when Nam Sanskar, when the first meeting, when they're first being introduced, the baby is born, and they're first meeting everybody, Nishkraman Sanskar, etc. Shasti Devi Puja is being done there as well. Her puja is done in the 3 months, the 6 months, and the 8 months when the girl is pregnant. During the 8th month of the pregnancy, this is where the mother, the mother-in-law, the ladies of the family, they arti the belly of the pregnant girl. And they welcome this child that is coming into the family when Shasti Puja is done. Devi worship was spread far and wide by the influence of this great king. And how is it done? This procedure and the stotra is given in the Kutum Sankha of the Ved, Samved. The easiest way is to put a shaligram stone in a pot or a jar. There's a type of tree, the Bharta tree, which is not found in Trinidad. Some people put a pitya of a plant or a tree. The tree is representative of that growth, that constant growth. In our practical usage, people use the pitya of a Devi. The correct image of Shasti Devi, which is very difficult to get, but we might use Durga Mata pitya. And in the jar, the various offerings are offered there on that shaligram in the corner of the room where the girl sleeps, where the baby is being kept, etc. And what is offered? Not the curry animals and all the different things that used to be alive. He says when we offer arg, or what we call dhar, this is where we put different types of flowers that have sweet scent. You know, if somebody came to you and asked you, what is the appropriate flowers for puja? For puja, generally speaking, what is the criteria? Avi, what you might tell them, boy? Some people go say arahu and some type of flower. But what is the rule when it comes to flowers for your worship? Do you know it have a rule? Anita, what you going to say? It must have sweet scent. That is the first and foremost of the rules for flowers. Which flowers could be used? Because remember, at different times, different things could be in season or not. not only in Trinidad, let's look at outside Trinidad. And if we were to go to a country where there's winter, what will you tell these people? They cannot get arahu flowers. If we are not living in a desert environment or a dry environment, we may not be able to get madar flowers, which is very applicable and very, very correct. It is one of the best flowers to use for Devi worship locally, madar flowers. But when selecting flowers for mother's worship, whether you live here or abroad, depending on what is in season, you use flowers that have an aroma or a sweet scent. For this reason, people tend to associate like the double row chameli, the small little one, that has a very high scent, with Devi worship. When these things are offered in the dar, on the shaligram, in the jar, in the room, repeating certain prayers, all the different offerings, flowers, incense stick, arti, sweets like as simple as the sweet rice at a minimum for the person that cannot make all the fancy sweets you could think about, at least batasa. Fruits, whatever fruits it says here, whatever fruit is in season, whatever is convenient to get, this is what could be offered to mother in that setting, in that moment. Nard Muni, many mantras exist, but what is the easiest and still the most powerful mantra for this Devi, for these moments, for these times? So for the ladies that are here that will advise somebody, you know, last night I was talking about how when the doctor advised Anita, well, for your eye pain, you could use Panadol, and then Anita come the doctor and she started to advise people of how to use Panadol, and how we sometimes do that as well. When somebody learns about prayer, it is quite fitting to teach people, but remember, in every prayer, there's parameters, there are rules. And remember, when you're telling somebody, well, I went to Yag, I heard somebody talk about this mantra that I'm about to say, please remember, it is for certain things, not for everything. And you have rules of fasting when saying this prayer, if you want to get that, ultimate blessing, that ultimate change in your karma. This is the method. I gave you an example just now of giving water, sharing water with your hands, and God will say, for making that sacrifice, you are going to stop having pain in your belly at a minimum. Here now, if this person, whilst making these offerings, should use this powerful mantra, they will get the blessing and benefit of Shasti Mata. Everybody, let's sing together. As time is running away, we need to learn this mantra. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana, Jai Jai Radha Ramana, Jai Jai Radha Ramana, Jai Jai Radha Ramana.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Naivedya Vedyaham Viprayayaham Falani Shobhane Chayahe Ayati Sankaye Ayaham Vrishvaye Ayahe Vridhiye Shasti Mantraye Atiham.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Everybody.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल। प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति माता की जय, भिंद्रावन बिहारी लाल की जय। Everybody say Om Hring Shasti Divyai Nama. If we are doing Havan instead of Nama, we will say Swaha. So let's go again. Om Hring Shasti Divyai Nama. If a person should use these things, O Narad, when this powerful Maha Mantra is chanted, when these syllables are recited according to Samved, it brings about beautiful children. It brings about happiness. When a person recites these mantras and they cannot get somebody in this life to get married, someone will come. Not only will someone come, but someone that will stay. For the divorcee listening tonight, for that person who is having problem in their marriage. If a person should do Shasti Jap, Shasti Vrat for 1 year, offering on that 6th day, happiness will be yours. Fulfillment will be yours. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Please clasp your hands. As some of the mantras of Shasti, I just want to chant a couple. Time is running away and we have to share the mic tonight with Anita to guide us on till tomorrow's night activity. Please sit upright, clasp your hands. These are our final verses tonight. Mother, by virtue of our discourse, I am learning about your form called Shasti. Ma, as I offer these prayers to you, please protect, for those people that are parents, protect my children. Whenever they leave home to go to school, Mother, they are in your hands. Mother, whenever they're eating, when people are watching them, when people are looking at them, Mother, they are in your hands. May you protect them. Mother, not only from external threat, but Ma, you see that mind, guide that mind, please. For those people that would like to have children, Ma, tonight as we chant and Jaghawe your prayer, may you hear my heart's desire and may you grant me my blessing in the form of a child. Mother, you alone know what my desires are. May you please hear my heart's prayer and bless me accordingly. For that person that is having marital problems, dear Ma, may you help me to be a better person in my marriage. May you help me to control myself. Ma, may you help me understand myself and my partner. And may you grant me peace and happiness in my home. May you extend the life and shelf life of my marriage. Please, for the parents sitting here, praying, those of you at home, praying for their child to get married or their child to have a child, say your prayer. Namo Divyai Mahadevyai Siddhyai Shantaya Namo Nama Shubhaya Devasenaya Shasti Divyai Namo Nama Vardhaya Putradhayena Dhandhyaya Namo Nama Sukhdaya Mokshadayascha Shasti Divyai Namo Nama Shrishti Shasti Satang Rupayascha Siddhayascha Namo Nama Mahamaya Siddhayognischa Shasti Divyai Namo Nama Saraya Shardhayascha Paradhivyai Namo Nama Kalvidhi Shrishti Divyai Shasti Devyai Namo Namah Prakatakshaya Svarbhaktanaya Shasti Devyai Namo Namah Pujanchaiva Skanmata Kantaya Sarveshwaram Sarvakarma Sukarmatam Divya Rakshay Karmani Shasti Divyai Namo Namam Mandehi Jhandehi Dvijashodhahi Maheshwari Dharma Dehi Shajo Dehi Shasti Divyai Namo Nama. Mother, may you give me dharma, may you give me principles, give me name and fame. For the person who is the singer, the actor, the professional person that wants to move up academically, secularly, in the working world, they do this job. They say this stotra that will help them. Mother, as I worship you, may you help me to toil my land, to till my land, and to get the benefit of my hard work. May you bless me with fertility, land, and weather that would allow my garden to grow and flourish. Mother, again and again I bow down to you. May you bless me to have a home that is filled with the joy of children, the noise of children, the laughter, the squeals, and the happiness of these children. May you allow it to fill my ears and my heart, Mother. Mother, for the person that desires your blessing as they read the secret stotra that was written by Raja Priyavrata, bless them, Om Dev Sena. Destroy whatever problem, whatever terminal illness, whatever loneliness, whatever depression that person has, Mother. And just as you saved that king that day, blessed is the person that will do your devotion for 1 year, that no matter the situation, even if a person is not in the line because of her age to have children, Mother, by your miracle, let it happen. Even if a lady is hurtfully and unfortunate to only bring forth dead children or miscarriage after miscarriage, Mother, by your devotion, by your stotra, let her womb be the most comfortable bed for her baby. And when that time comes, let her have that beautiful child. If father and mother sit together, oh Mother, and do your devotion, bless them with your kripa, your mercy, and your benediction, your blessings. Oh Mother, may you hear our prayer. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Tonight, before I do my conclusion, let me invite Anita, who is going to take 5 quick minutes to do her bit, and then we will do closing, as we will also talk a little bit about tomorrow night. Prem se bolo Mahapati Mahadeva ki Jai.
Namaste or Sitaram.
Sitaram.
A pleasant good night. Reverend Vyas, Pandit Keshava Gosine, Pandit Neel Maharaj, all other Pandits present, Kirtan groups, our most valued invited guests, viewers of Sankhya Television, ladies and gentlemen. Over the past 4 nights, we have been worshipping God in the form of the Divine Mother. But worship towards the Divine Mother cannot be completed without acknowledging our own earthly mother. Though words are insufficient in expressing gratitude to you, tonight I take this opportunity to say a huge thank you to my mom, Chandra, without whom all of this would not have been possible. Hosting a Devi Yagna was her dream for so many long years, and tonight we all bear witness to the grand success of this Devi Bhagwat. Ma, you have given the most important things in your life, given up the most important things in your life so that we, your children, could take on the most important things in ours. Although you were not physically with us, you were always our greatest strength. You stood on your ground as our guiding light, succeeding your role not only as a mother, but also as a father. You taught us that no mountain is too high and that no goal is unachievable. As long as you work hard, keep focused, and allow God to lead the way. So tonight, Ma, we, your children, are saying thank you for all the sacrifices that you made and still continue to make in ensuring we have and enjoy the best of life. Ladies and gentlemen, an event like this cannot happen overnight, and it is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks. We have been fortunate enough to have been backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated individuals. To our young, vibrant, yet humble Vyas, Pandit Keshava Gosine. Babs, we couldn't have done it without you, and it is highly admirable the manner in which you were able to simplify the teachings of the Devi. We have learned quite a lot over the past nights and are very much in debt to you. And I am certain that all of you can attest to the divine vibrations which were present throughout the 4 nights of worship, and we are certain that it will be the same tomorrow. Babs, it is our prayer that the Divine Mother continues to shower her choicest blessings upon you and your family. Mommy Baba, we thank you for also gracing us with your presence in an honor. It is an honor to have you in our midst. May Mother also bless and keep you in a special way so that you can continue to fly the flag of Sanatan Dharma. Heartfelt thanks to Pandit Neil Maharaj, who made no hesitation in joining with us night after night to conduct and lead the Bedi Puja. I must also mention your punctuality. You were always on time every evening. Babs, your patience and dedication to what you do is highly commendable. To our Kirtan groups, sincerest gratitude. Thank you to the Tassa group and the dance group for a job well done. To our cooks and all who assisted in ensuring that we had a good fill after the wonderful discourses. To all the sponsors who made the broadcast on Sankhya television possible, and to all those who helped with the beautiful decorations. For those who assisted in one way or another, I wish to thank you all for the benevolent effort you have contributed in making this our first Devi Yagna a resounding success. Thank you to the parents for bringing your children here. Even though all the nights were like school nights, you still made the effort, and I commend you for that. And we invite you tomorrow night when we will have our Kanyakumari worship, and I invite you all to bring your gifts and whatever you would like to give to the 9 little girls that we will be worshiping and showing our love to them. May the Divine Mother continue to bless you all. Jai Sitaram.
Jai Sitaram, everybody. Come on. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Tomorrow night, the format is going to be a little different. Many people don't get to see how proper Kanyakumari puja is done. It is usually something that is rushed by some individuals. And as you heard tonight, when people don't get the opportunity, I'm offering dar at home, I'm doing fasting, I'm doing puja, but I'm not getting the opportunity to gather together these innocent children and do their worship. We're missing something. For this reason, this group of people thought that they would facilitate everybody that is offering their dar, their hawan, their whatsoever at home, that you can come and join with us and use the opportunity to give to these children whatever you have. Mommy Baba, just to clarify a point, Mommy Baba is the name for my wife, given by a goddaughter. Mataji is usually referring to my mother. So they don't know how to call her sometimes. So a young girl thought, well, in today's world we say daddy and mommy. So rather than say Gurumai, she said Mommy Baba, and I thought that was so different. I kept calling her Mommy Baba. Me and Mommy Baba are coming tomorrow to join in puja too. I personally think, as a pundit, I have to lead by example. And I would like to give the children too. I went today and I bought toys, and I think she bought some stationery, and we had, of course there's snacks. The mode and the purpose of it is not to get anybody hyper, but to give children what they like, to make them smile. And then also I'll be giving out some japmala and religious books that might benefit them in a different way. Now, Anita did say the 9 children. The question was yesterday, should we do this prayers earlier before you come so that when everybody comes, you can listen to you? And I said, nah, don't do that. The camera will not be there, one. Those people at home wouldn't get to see it. Secondly, nobody here will be here if we do this prayer at 3 o'clock in the day. So we switched the program tomorrow. Tomorrow this course will start at 7 and close at 8. And from 8 we are going to do children puja. All children. So the focus of the shrotas will be the 9 children sitting in front here. And then all the children that are before the age of puberty, we're going to give little gifts. We're not bypassing anybody. Me personally, I had mine for myself. If I were to share my gift with you, just to give you an idea, I had my 9 gifts for the 9 girls, things that are for girls. I went and I bought Frozen, you know the cartoon Frozen? Frozen pens and colored pens and things that they might like. And then general bags. I made 20 general bags for other children. Because when those children come, when the poor boys come and they see only the girls getting gift, you know you'll get a little front face day. So our mode tomorrow night is to really to make these children happy. The mantra Baba is going to use is Shasti mantra. Om Hring Shasti Divyai Nama. This is your mantra too. You don't need me with you. You can say this prayer. This is practice. This is why we're doing it. And we're doing it together so that in the first night when I talked about Om Namah Shivaya, when you stay in your house and you don't associate with people who can train you and teach you something, you're going to say the wrong thing and you're going to continue doing the wrong thing. So our yag is also a place where you can come and you must learn something. You must go home a little more. And for the people tonight from Kuchawan Trace, from people from Trin City, take it and carry it to your place and say, well, Woodland taught me something. I got the opportunity to wash the feet of these children. I got the chance to give them a gift, whatever it is. Clean Sattvic offering, obviously. Please, a little note. One year we were doing this in a different place. And in the goodness of, I want to get something nice for them. Of course, parents go and they buy snacks and so on. But sometimes on the snacks, if you don't pay attention, you will come across, and I'm saying this also for the camera, you'll come across things that have pork skin gelatin, which is the bone marrow of cows and other animals. Anything that has marshmallow in it, these things are not supposed to be used in Hindu circles because of the content. So sometimes, yes, snacks nice. Please take a second look at the ingredients as well. Too often we talk about it, but if we don't talk about it here, where will you learn? Where will you really get what we need to focus on? And if your children cannot receive it, just as a thought, if they cannot receive it in prayers, could we eat it otherwise in the school? For parents that are responsible, please pay attention to what your children eat and what they're putting in their systems, and then come home to do prayers with you. We could be saying one thing and doing something else. So tomorrow night, I will be giving out dollar bills and $5 bills to these children as well. And me and my wife usually bring all kind of things from India to share. So when we were in Solidad Road and thing, we gave out Rudraksh Mala like this. Tomorrow night, and if I have extra, I promise to give 1 or 2 of the parents as well. The Tulsi Mala. And this Tulsi Mala we have? The Hare Krishna type one. The orange and the wood. So that you will be able to have it. And if Baba is a friendly Baba and you go by Baba and ask, Babs, could you bless it for us? If you ask nicely, maybe Baba will help you. Everybody, tomorrow's plan is so that we can get to do our children puja, let's call it children puja, because it's not only the Kanya, between 8 and 9. We're not going late. We're not going over. So I just wanted to get the voter thanks out of the way. Tonight, I think the members of the staff of Trini Inc. Limited are here from Trin City Mall. They are one of our sponsors carrying the TV, and they wanted to be here. I'm not sure if Jason is here. or Lisa, but this is a guy who always likes to be in prayer, always close to prayers, and we want to thank him sincerely for his contribution. And to everybody else, for the person who always would bring my water and the flowers for the puja, each and every person. You know, in prayers, we're not supposed to thank nobody, because karma rewards you. Maybe in a different setting another time, I'll explain the benefit of sweeping the place where God's yag is being read, where his puja is being done. Sweeping a temple has a lot of benefit in it. Just we don't get to discuss it sometimes. Tomorrow night, we'll spend time in our discourse, in that little time we have together, in discussing what we could do to change our fate. What prayers, what mantra. Tomorrow night, I'll teach you a mantra. Tomorrow night, I'll teach you how to jari. If you're interested. If you want to know. If you want to know how to jari fever. If you want to know how to jari different things. And the reason why I'm sharing this secret with you, it is not for the pundit alone to know. Tonight, my nani here, my grandmother here, and believe me, I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for this lady. It was never a pundit jarring me when I was small. It was my grandmother. She was my savior when I have najar. When my belly hurting, when any problem, ma. And you just sit down and you wait. A mother is supposed to know these things. And in case we forgot, tomorrow night, we'll go through that. It'll be a wonderful discourse. If you would like to walk with a pen and paper, walk with a pen and paper to write it down. There'll be some information you'll want to remember. Everybody, Om, Ring, Shasti, Devi, Nama. Principal Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. I apologize for going over by that 5 minutes, but I just wanted to chat with you before we go. Everybody, let's all stand now. And tonight we sing together as we do Sunamedi Devi as our arti. And as you could tell, my voice is very hoarse. I need help. For everybody here, this is Devi worship, learning about Mother. I see my good friend, Mr. Ramnarang at the back, tall and towering over everybody. His brother Rishi from the community police. To both of you, I say Sitaram and thank you for being here. Everybody clasp your hands. Let's pray together. Mother, thank you for this opportunity to listen and revel in your discourse. Mother, if by listening to this discourse tonight, a person could be saved from going through this hurtful experience, we accomplished our goal. Mother, if we could make a change in the culture of how people pray, Mother, we are accomplishing our goal. To those people at home, if this is the first time you've heard of Shasti or her puja in this way, then Mother, we're really knocking on some doors now. Mother, thank you, thank you. And may you bless the team that is working from Sankhya to take this Yagna so far for so many. So many people stream it live on the internet. So many people watch it on TV. May you continue to bless all those people that are making it possible. Ajam cha varti sanyuktam grahina yojitam mayam deepam grehana devesham Trailokya timidapaham. O suno meri Devi. Ah boy. Paya tera pa. O suno meri Devi. सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी
तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया
सुआ चोर तेरे अंग विराजे
सुआ चोर तेरे अंग विराजे
सुआ चोर तेरे अंग विराजे,
सुआ चोर तेरे अंग विराजे,
केशर तिलक लगाया,
केशर तिलक लगाया।
ओ सुनो मेरी देवी
पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल,
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल,
ले तेरे बेट चढ़ाया,
ले तेरे बेट चढ़ाया।
ओ सुनो मेरी देवी
पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
ब्रह्मा वेद बने तेरे द्वारे,
ब्रह्मा वीर बने तेरे द्वारे,
ब्रह्मा वेद बने तेरे द्वारे,
ब्रह्मा वीर बने तेरे द्वारे।
शंकर ध्यान लगाया,
शंकर ध्यान लगाया। सुनो मेरी
Everybody.
देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
ज्ञान भगत में तेरी गुण गावे,
ज्ञान भगत में तेरी गुण गावे,
ज्ञान भगत में तेरी गुण गावे,
ज्ञान भगत में तेरी गुण गावे। मन वांछित फल पाया, मन वांछित फल पाया।
ओ सुनो मेरी देवी
पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया। सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया। जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, 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 जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा। हे माँ दुर्गा, 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 हे माँ दुर्गा,
हे माँ दुर्गा, हे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा।
नारायणी ओम, नारायणी ओम,
नारायणी ओम, नारायणी ओम,
नारायणी ओम, नारायणी ओम,
नारायणी ओम, नारायणी ओम।
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, 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 जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा। हे माँ दुर्गा, 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 हे माँ दुर्गा। जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, 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 जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा।
जय जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे। नारायणी ओम, नारायणी ओम, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगद माँ दुर्गा. Together with one voice now, everybody. Tvameva Mata
Sapita Tvameva
Tvameva Bandusha
Sakha Tvameva
Tvameva Vidya
Dravinam Tvameva
Tvameva Sarvam
Mama Deva Deva
Tvameva Sarvam
Mama Deva Deva.
Together everybody. Om Shanti
Shanti
Shanti Hari Om. Together everybody. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Prem Solomapati Mahadeva ki Pavana Putra Hanuman ki Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai Jai Jai